So I bought Ethereum as soon as we broke out of this bear channel, right? That was my signal. I bought it around 95. I'm almost considering holding what I bought as a longer term investment as a hedge, right? It looks like we're making a higher low here, right? It looks like we're making a higher low. And the thing with Ethereum that I just like to point out is that as far as a hedge for investment wise, to not have all my crypto eggs in one basket, in case something happened with Bitcoin or whatever, it'd probably be good to diversify. Hands down, Ethereum, regardless of whether we agree with the hard fork and all that stuff, hands down, Ethereum has the most money in it than any other altcoin. It's still $1 billion market cap. It's got the most business interest in it. It's got the most amount of developers. I think they've got like over 40 developers working on it full time, which is more than any other altcoin can say, right? And it does have some of the most innovation as far as altcoins are concerned. So, I wasn't a fan of the hard fork, but like I said many times, I'm not going to let that bias my investment or trading decisions, because one day Ethereum could actually be a much, much bigger player in this game, right? I'm generally skeptical over most altcoins. I don't see a lot of altcoins keeping their long-term value per se. They're generally better for trading. But I've really been taking a closer look at Ethereum as far as longer term investment is concerned, because one day it could go up a lot higher than $10 or whatever it's at right now. And if I had to bet on a market that could potentially have a reversal at some point in the future, just because of all of the stuff happening in Ethereum right now, or a market that could recover, I would say Ethereum probably has a good chance at it. I mean, it's been on a bear trend. It's still $1 billion market cap. That says something to me. That says a lot to me, actually, right? Dollar wise, if we were to look at Ethereum dollar wise, this is actually kind of looking bullish dollar wise, right? It's just making higher lows. It's actually kind of creating this bull flag formation, right? It's flagging. So right, it's telling me a different story on the dollar charts, but the majority of liquidity is still against the Bitcoin chart, so that this is still very relevant to watch. But if we spike up and make a higher low, ultimately if like I showed many times before, if Ethereum breaks out of this larger descending trend line, we haven't completed this part yet. One could maybe do this, right? So you could perhaps say that this would be an initial breakout point, but these lines are dynamic, right? They don't stay static, obviously, because the markets are dynamic. So they change, they adjust, right? This line right here, this descending trend line, is, in my opinion, the last bearish trend line. As soon as we break above this, it's kind of game on for a new bull trend. Now, we could see some more downside. I'm not saying that it's bullish just yet. We're still technically in a bear trend. But one thing that I would look for, just because we had a big sell-off and lost a lot of money, one thing that I'm keeping my eyes on is if Ethereum hits accumulation. So I'm really watching to see, are we going to oscillate here? Are we going to hit like an accumulation zone, a period of sideways consolidation after a downward bear trend, right?